A Trinidad and Tobago state agency sues a former minister, and in sport, TNT's former football captain retires from international football. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Tuesday, November 21st. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Why did it take Italy so long to even be on the verge of not the other way, but going into the World Cup? Now, this preliminary round of the World Cup prep started in March of 2015. Italy was not able to qualify. Do they even deserve to be in this World Cup?
I mean, we have to look at it this way. It's not like CONCACAF where 4 out of 6 teams make it, or CONMEBOL where 5 teams make it. It's in Europe. It's 9 groups.
We begin in Trinidad and Tobago. A state-owned agency has filed a lawsuit against former housing minister Dr. Rudal Munilal, claiming he was part of an elaborate scheme of bid rigging, bribery and collusion, which led to millions of dollars being paid to contractors a few weeks before the 2015 general elections. A statement from the Office of the Attorney General issued late last night indicated that the Estate Management and Business Development Company, EMBD, has filed the lawsuit against Munilal, former EMBD Chief Executive Gary Parmesar, former Divisional Manager at EMBD Madhu Balrup, Andrew Walker and Companies, Fidesz Limited, Namalco Construction, and LCB Contractors. The lawsuit concerns 10 contracts awarded in August 2015 to 5 contractors for the upgrade and rehabilitation of certain access roads and 2 contracts for rehabilitation works. The statement said the lawsuit alleged breach of fiduciary duty, cartel behavior, that's bribery, collusion, knowing receipt, dishonest assistance and unlawful means conspiracy. It also seeks compensation and repayment of sums paid. Munilal says he was served with court documents through his attorney yesterday. He believes that the latest development is another attempt by government to persecute members of the opposition United National Congress.
The EMBDC is now the second state enterprise to sue me. I was sued before, and there was an attempt to injunct me by the CPEP, another state company that was thrown out at the court. I am extremely confident to announce that my attorney in this matter is none other than Anand Ramlogan, Senior Counsel, and Mr. Ramlogan will be dealing with the matter in the courts. We are very confident that we will be victorious in court. This is a mass distraction.
The Bermuda Public Services Union, the BPSU, and government have hammered out a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement. Negotiations had been underway since July, with the government offer of 2.5% pay increase retroactive until April 1 accepted by the union. Minister of Cabinet Office with responsibility for government reform, Lovita Fogo, called the accord a very important development for the government and for the union membership. Now, Union President Jason Hayward, who is also a government senator, said the agreement would operate until September 2020. He said it was the civil service's first negotiated collective bargaining agreement since 2008, when the PLP was previously in power. Hayward added that the 2.5% cost of living adjustment and other contractual gains were a morale booster for the union's members, especially after years of sacrifice. Now, after years of being shielded from deportation from the United States, tens of thousands of Haitians will now lose that safeguard. The U.S. government yesterday terminated the special deportation protection known as temporary protected status for nearly 60,000 undocumented Haitian nationals living in the United States. The protection will permanently terminate on July 22, 2019, which gives Haitians living in the U.S. under TPS and 18 months window to return to their struggling homeland. At the end of that period, Haitians who had TPS but remain in the U.S. will return to whatever immigration status they previously held, which means they could face possible detention and deportation if they stay in the country illegally. Acting Homeland Security Secretary Elaine Duke made the determination after an intense interagency review process of TPS requirements under current immigration law. The review found that conditions on the ground in Haiti have improved to the point where the administration can no longer justify maintaining the TPS designation. The decision, while not a complete surprise, set off immediate dismay among Haitian communities in South Florida, New York, and beyond. Haiti, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, is still struggling to rebuild from the earthquake and relies heavily on the money its expatriates send to relatives back home. And stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Him. Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Him. So who can stand?
Welcome back. It's now time for sport. Former TNT football captain Kenwyne Jones is retiring from international football. In what was a shock announcement yesterday, the TNT striker did not cite reasons why he decided to call it quits. His former teammate Brent Sancho said he was surprised by the move.
You're never sure what is going through a player's mind, but I think somebody like Kenwyne still have a lot to give to the game. And to hear that he retired at such a young age is a bit of a surprise. Maybe he felt that he's given all that he could give to the sport and probably wants to move on to other things.
Now, Jones and Sancho were both in the 2006 squad that made history by qualifying for the FIFA World Cup. Sancho thinks Jones's exit from the sport is a major loss for the country.
I think he had an unbelievable commitment to his country. He always was eager and ready to represent. He's been a consummate professional. He led his country as captain of the team for quite some time. And I think it's a big, big loss for Trinidad and Tobago football.
Over to cricket now. Three-time reigning champions Guyana Jaguars have opened up a significant lead at the top of the regional four-day championships as the first-class competition nears the halfway stage. Their massive innings victory over previously unbeaten Trinidad and Tobago Red Force at the Brian Lara Stadium on Sunday lifted them to 64.8 points, just over 20 clear of the now second-place Leeward Islands Hurricanes on 44.6 points. Now, though moving up to second, they are just 2 points clear of Barbados Pride, which also claimed their maiden win of the new season when they crushed Windward Islands Volcanoes by 135 runs at Arnos Vale. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.